striking majority in Parliament, 140 seats in Parliament, which is a majority. And no attempt should be made to subvert that. I've looked at the results we've collated so far, and I'm excited, I'm happy with the results. And we won in 10 regions out of 16, and the Ghanaian people have expressed confidence in us. We would resist any attempt to subvert the will of the people.
Have won this election by some 6,166,385, and that constitutes 50.15%.
Allow me to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to you for your tremendous support, which you expressed overwhelmingly and convincingly at the polls. There's no doubt that Ghanaians from every region of this great nation of ours voted for change. And we did so in both the presidential and parliamentary elections.
He has won 141. That puts us in a clear majority and will be giving President Mahama the needed majority in Parliament to be able to conduct his business as president. What the clear majority...
Presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress, who is the president-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will address the nation and speak to issues pertaining to the presidential results declared by the Jim Mensah Bosmanasare-led Electoral Commission. That's announcement number 1. Announcement number 2 is that the MPP still has parliamentary majority as we speak. The NDC, sorry, the National Democratic Congress, is still holding on to its parliamentary majority, as our General Secretary stated. As we speak, we know that we have won 140 seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, our collation so far indicates that our presidential candidate, President John Dramani Mahama, is ahead, and we are expecting that the Electoral Commission will very soon come out to declare him the next president-elect of the Republic of Ghana.
Let me repeat. Let me use this opportunity to, as a matter of urgency and importance, call on the outgoing president, President William Akufo-Addo, to concede defeat in the interest of our sovereignty, in the interest of the sanctity of our democracy, in the interest of the very people that he claimed he wants to fight for. He must concede defeat, and it's very important. Let me
declare presidential results. Apart from chairperson of Electoral Commission. But Ntiasia Semunyane say Electoral Commission no unfa presidential results no free soro emesi form. Every the various polling stations bia so you declare results no. And until the results are actually declared at the polling station. It is a Electoral Commission for declare no ho now or copies ya. Okay, can you see any more? We should me who figures ya. Echo nationally. Inti ya kase figures ya pick from Electoral Commission polling stations across the country. No say President Mahama odi animua obedim kunim.
Right, enti ni ayekoshe ye abato no achi press conference ahodo a edi samayoko no organize emu asem na me bisa lawyer Sami Jemfi abra na wakam ho but ni nyina da wanim say wo hwe wo fie, so we live for the viewers and listeners to judge. Mtumi say lawyer for kwadi say Zoom no atomo amame nkwana me no entwetwe enkomo lawyer otumi ka fe amame wa kwa babiu na mibisa ne akoso na wotwi ewo court e de bepim enra cross examination na e course so say wo bone tofa man ya lawyer do say
yo mjiri say die otimi
mete unka lawyer
yo besa busumi ni ena mampanida da de kodom Supreme Court say about 2020 no wante ne ho ase na enyina nim say san na say eye nti mfiti ase na omo claim mu say omo di nkunim enti omo achidafo no enti omo hu amonten na say ono na ntwa yi ono no de di kan no tumienu ene say omo de kodom court no so story a call for no esisanye abem said ye near teaching a bonjin say ye really intina if you rather cause our video now shall see a bobby no ebe ba be da edipefe wo court wo omom kasa ni nyina including the witness I see ujira da kama ye general secretary ura si du nkatia ni samom keka ye nyina the ebe ba ni say court no hu say nipa we no okasa say ugidi ana say no kwasa ugidi. That's on the court into credibility no. Na Petitioner no the Supreme Court now see for more. And ka asem ni die no and ka enya me ho. If you say na comedies no adoso. Na theatrics no adoso. The asem no need the hopa I see account no. Na de nam chenchen. Yes training so nim da ho ya monchen. Enti court no dom na see for no e ma the friend interrogatory so review applications so applications ye nyinara no ama etimi edidi ni nyina afi ho no mo a say akwan beda ho say ye bidi asem no enra de see ye ne say omo witness nka ye be fa se bi omo star witness crime no let's say bi omo bi fufu bi a yenim no be gina adaka mu no ubusa na asem ni bi a o say enye ye nti e ba ha ne say ye be challenge the validity of the elections na emom the Federal Commission is subaya also no on December 9th no ono ne de high ono firi ho no mo a ubusa na asem ni bi a o say we ne de ebo na mini ho nti je say obi fufo na be yi na mpokra no me de me ye support akwa me be support petition no na emom say petition no nsem wo m de nyame na yeso obusa ho asem fi say nyam na ye presidential candidate no for NDC no ana asem na nyam na ye petition na we nyina kire say asem no emu be yede ama Ghana for hu say ye korana of na be yi ana say the electoral commission di omdwuma no eno ana ese gina ema Ghana mpuntuo etimi koso.
Okay. Lawyer do say obegina so ama me lawyer Pfizer wa ha enti minimum mienu ebedi dwuma no me ba no ho na fe masan so about hobby say wo bibi ka you can just draw my attention na fe mama kwai na wo de bi aso so enti obegina zoom ni so ama me lawyer Pfizer Ibrahim Sisi and so atnase lawyer apom te say
Mboko
bibi aboko de de nyame ase enro na nka mpese mo tender video bi e court na ampene. You agree with the court, say one penny because as a man can say at the case management level, but you people were in a rush into case management, you speeded it up, and you then court on penny, mama to me and that's how we as evidence. What you saying, lawyer?
First of all, no, my chair yenti for ni shefo. And you know, say court no ampeny. The court no, I can't say they didn't get that indication. Omanya sa. Intercession on them say pesa yebo video nti
but case management level no na kombenya santias no na menya lawyer there
no propaganda NDC for here.
Oh, I see.
Yes, because say na woni no Supreme Court no judges for omo mo kire say na cause case no beko into be kai anra yen lawyer senior Akoto Ampao rise here no see my lords I want your direction just say me the two menim na mo kire me kwan because them more evidence I video and person mebo
okay
and anra so kan say or inform the registrar of the court say omo audiovisual evidence and person mebo which means as far as our party is concerned no at least yeah he did, but
is that the right process?
The court can say maybe there should have been some formal indication to the court to the judges itself. I don't know the evidence was part of Yen witness statement of Peter McMenu. I file at the court. Now the witness statement and evidence. So who picture, document, video, audio file be what they can home now what the court now copies to your service other parties. So the moment you serve to the court is an indication to the court say the person original suni edi case. In the video can one here say a video instrument
na video ni ka
ho na o use pen drive so
okay
eno na yama asiri kete yi free envelope no na okra won in same which means is an indication to the court say evidence and covid aba no a second respondent video ka ho nti e wo say yebo so but all in all the court who here say be here to go to the credibility. Now it's important for me to also state say we cross examination they ma mensa and objective. So first one and then they say ube siki say ube discredit witness now original box no mo the oba say obedi adanse no ube siki say ube discredit no one no number 2 ube siki say no pe ekwan a ube discredit story a mpako no ba beka 2 no number 3 and he say who case awo no as the respondent ube advance through the person into beka enra easy lawyer question p obisa ase nikitia no it was the easy advancing in the story through ase nikitia into bisa no say is this so and so I say that is correct that is correct nyina no which means say easy case no na o can say p beka ya obisa say first na mo agent e wo police station nyina na o say an o say mienu o say mu training omo o say an ye election no ye ma sign here and much from say who asema there is a portion for you to fill the complaint or say I much mo send it me detective fraud or say I inti I no kan nyina no na easy case a patch say ye share game na se no ye share election na se no NDC for omunim mra no e ma omudi nsu na oni mra na se wudi nsu ma ye ko election yi na se declare election a wontimi emfa say e bia mistake easy no about our case no kre or a mistake. Now there's one thing which is very important and say mima it's here for there's a form called Form 13 no any presidential election resource form okay and no equality the whole presidential election resource need now across the country from every polling station through the constituency through the region ediba national inti no e capture ni nyina na eno forms no so 8 agents of the 12 presidential candidates no almost sign here till is important because the declaration on the 9th was supposed to be a reflection of documents now almost sign here which is the Form 13 no
yes
eno ene the main instrument easy also original so declaration or no but all declaration no and oyem from so because our form no total valid vote was 13,121,111. Now it's important say ye nyina tie say ye nyina ko sign document as a total valid vote 13,121,111. Now say EC be press conference on the 9th. Now say oyem from so now so ka say total valid vote 13,434,734. Now so the next day almost why from so na correct here. O see Debbie forms are agent for sign no yen to eno ntwene na press conference ono oye ono admit say why mistake no why from so no yen fair no na me bisa asema me bisa asemi say need for omuntimi ya no. Is it possible to go to an election say it's possible say we go to our total valid vote bro total vote cast na me bisa
okay lawyer father ma men san call lawyer poku do say ho na ntimi so obi o de be kan ya wo kan ho and then again I want to find a lawyer do say sir audio visuals here ye kan ho asemi I don't know say ebenya effect be our seminar I mean, what do you seek to achieve? I mean, at my Juada, say, Copium court, my coin, say, Yan Shania, a war, South Pen Drive, and so lawyer.
Yo, the Benica can say, court on the Maquine, and Maquine, idiot, Yatraho. You see, court no, as on the Maquine. To move Rui and Sana, a bit do see a bono, a honey who said, how Cacrao, if he said, Infidino, anyhow. But in Rujuada, dear, Nanfidino, Abba. I said, if you was Nadia, Ed and Cora, even a laptop plan, which me projected, not able. Now, said the Minia phase are kind, ambition is supposed to achieve a purpose. Or can a 9 near standing in a show credibility. While we cross examination, one Casas who pursue case against the original Adakamuno. And to we know, sir, a tape we know Bono. The whole essence, man, say, Papa original Adakamuno, Ujinidia, in ye. If you say that person crying some kind of crutch, say constitutional order no crown on Tiasia, or undermine constitutional order under the guise of politics. We about was also a winning and original hay. As some more can say, and yet a ban no winning on the bayou. Name mom dear, the electoral commission.
Okay, lawyer line no ad drop into Yembra back to studios. Lawyer Pfizer, me say be share paragraphs, the various paragraphs are and raising objections. Now fi iya share near court no striking out, so we can look at paragraphs 21, paragraph 6, 7, 25, 26, 28, 30, 32, 33, and 37. Why the objections? Say over to me abwhy with education kakra.
Okay. So you can't witness statement evidence. And now your friend is evidence. I don't know how to put it. Evidence. They say Bibi Alpese witness so editrasem. Oh, in a very simple way, no. I do appreciate witness so editrasem.
Me pese obenyamre na wa church mama me. Lawyer do say line out. Me pese me no mema na no asi on asem na me bisa no wi ana fi abehwe the various objections I'm raising. Lawyer ultimate kan na no guso a wo kasa. Wadarma.
Metonka say abefo internet no na edi hwamo kakra.
Yeah.
The na me kan say one of the objectives and I said but I ba ko a ye dey cross examination they say wetimi attack the credibility of witness na ogina daka mu. Nti pempi no ni dwumadi a wadi ni dada no che say ene ne nsem kan no ebo abire a wetimi de confront no. Nti ono na semre no owura si dun kachi ansom kekan a ono de ofa ne say yo politics kwa no de omu kekan bi adi no omu de atum futuragu Adom nani no. Ono na samre no ye de fa osunum de a kire ne say enipa nyesa their constitutional bodies a obia ne dwumadi e wo ho.
But lawyer say okay ya no lawyer kotampa bisa no mboya odema no say on the main results ni there one kan ho asem na emomo ka say parliamentary seats no and wo ma win dodo. I don't know say what say someone no odema na
it is a ho no na atro ya bam atro na ya bam ni say yi wan kan ni nyina wa nyi ni nyina antum woji fa bi so ha ne de mekan na emomo ha ne de my head and declare President Mahama said on na edinkunim na ni videos no na you play a train here emma judges for ni na ate a ebehunu se wo ka no kore ana se won ka no kore na ye boni nyina wie na court no hu se won ka no kore nkire wo mo a apart from say e perjury no kra no omo abehwe se hwe wo kasa system we na wo anti ase se ni meaning ni se obi nko form government no na se wadinkunim ana ye will stand say you know enti or the one body ana je say onye witness a agini di ayi e ho ne hawa obenya no
well and so so wan so twen wo ho anamboa
well when nya ho aso twen kura na obi kan say Adom ni nyina hu say say ye general secretary won kan kore
that's it right father na person can be
be say be kan esiso say the credibility is very important.
Okay.
Because as will be a oka asema won't me as na all candidate.
ND.
Because won't me enka say oh there me ba because now oka asem say e no kan case no ho. Na won't me engo gina bontin kan asem now back on emeka say bi now ka say oh if you have evidence of the oka wa bontin no me ma yen famba. So on them channel. And then there is one also important point I say me make here now HSA enyo ma adwen ni say omo wa be challenge results no okanenra and I thought enono was one of the most important things supporters of NDs also omo fa omo adwen ko ho say ye den na okọ court
in fact me so ka say be challenge the conduct of the
first respondent the EC
yes
now some be bisa won say article 64(1) eninti ultimate presenting petition no what does it require of a petitioner wa uba court no uba say a day na hwehwe e wo court no ho ma me read ade ma na we manual on election adjudication me pese mo camera for no so capture
yeah
no mo because I'm going to quote directly from it
yeah
good now page 41 and this is a document produced by the Judicial Service at Chief Justice na sign I'm reading from page 41 in mouth I bet you say uba court na so be challenge presidential election there I was say ubu tanya into weba or say me read am okotu article 64(1) of the constitution enoka say the validity of the election of the president may be challenged only by a citizen of Ghana who may present a petition for the purpose to the Supreme Court. UTO emphasizes that challenging the validity of the election of the president may be commenced by the person who had been declared by the Electoral Commission as the losing presidential candidate. In other words, the election may be challenged only by the person who alleges that he was the winner at the election. It just say, you call election no. The EC declares say winner we di nkugo no. Na so GD say winner we win no. Say so no mo kan e wo mo press conference be aye boy earlier no. Winner also presenting petition. I can say Supreme Court abano me na medi nkunim. Na so EC ko declare obi fufuro. Na so obegina box no mo. Na so ka say o dey bi enya no internal court. Na over court to challenge the duty imposed on the ECR. Let's just say they shouldn't have even been in court. In international Bekaya, the lawyer for EC, Eka said, if that is the case, you are in the wrong forum.
Yeah.
Now, no, he was justified because there is a case. Tony Lita was the lawyer in that matter. And no, Rojo Metonunu.
Yeah.
Squadron leader Clenso, Ena Kofi Potofi. These are leading members of NDC. What made the court regarding the 2004 election? And the issue was about the declaration. Because Afarijan then issue the declaration through the instruments now. Now, all issue one state the figures, total valid vote, total vote cast, total one state. The other try say, because that's what the Article 63 now requires say, give under the hand, that declare say, seek and win asa. One kase, tire, wenya, two, wenya, one kasa. The constitution is very clear on it. Into Omdu court say, Afarijan amma. Sa breakdown into declaration no enye valid.
Okay.
Now to look at the case no. Court no can say enye no correct. What the constitution requires the EC nyina ne say. Chire one no win keke na ja no sa men fa figures bi anka ho. Enti declaration no because say yen election here no after article 49. Election here nyina yen no police station. You declare so ho.
Yeah.
Now so omo di to mo say omo agent.
Yeah.
From Asi Edico National. So it's not possible to come and challenge the validity of the election now. Umfa pink sheet baku kram ba say oh baby a police station I wo Joy FME year 2 election no Mahamanya 2 now so you throw one man no. If you don't have those figures
they're supposed to come with these pink sheets.
That is what we did in 2012 when you pink sheet be court no because we had evidence you feel say ijina so anka you be overturn the declaration is here no because we had the pink sheet which is the primary document agents be assigning.
Okay, lawyer do say many samage future command pay or train say niamu challenge then any ni asese am so mo challenge difference wom me bisa based on asama lawyer Faisal they say or catch me nim wadun chere ho lawyer
Yo, the American said, "My main can give you no answer." Enra, Ura said, "Dunkatia, I can't simbia, me who dreamy." Or say, all back water no evidence you can't in our boom 4,000 votes no 4,000 people. You see, in lawyer money to free, 510,000 votes no. Na a sample. And on the buy, the bishop, the book, trunk in one farmer. Hey, Mr. Hey, now over in a court, ya to a boka, 3 years say, best 200 million Ghana cedi was a near to a sample. Ghana for William at Twaba. Now also a banny and Tremua near Antonio for Fra. Oh, I was so Maja Yakarin Raufi. Nemo made a sample and I Binia, and you because I said which or pass a jaja. That bang, and the Yakano, I send Kukum or the Beba. How a moment said, Yama, I said, I mean, I know kind of Poprocana. I Dory, papa. Now, on no Sapa Procana, no, Dero Abontia, Untimi, and Fanco, a court as in Libya. It's your no. And yeah, many affairs are kind of say. Article 64 and 63 no. The track and say, oh, Bahodia, just say, oh, Baba challenge the validity of the elections. Validity of the elections, no, and the course of our polling stations, no, constituency collation office, regional collation office. Na, dear Mammy Bejrag organized press conference, no more case in United one dear. Second, open document be out by attack here, a gazetted declaration na mame na yen na mom why ni nyina case ni nyina ankoho na mom de e kan say your video evidence said that no oba no na no fom ye na no na fom ye ni nti de mo agency asan yo any den oni nyina no
lawyer na mo tell say figure or the tuja on the 9th is different from figure or the tuja on the 10th. Press release or the buy and even ya gazette no crowd so and also sunsunia wom. And I don't know how.
Osha case na a radio material case na gazette yano. And yet with figures. And one said if you indicate say obienya more than 50% of the valid vote cast.
Okay.
And to the end of my so gazette here. The only say last week another mamina ni mukra ankasa a dan ankasa na omu agents assign and ra omuma yet be free more court one. Real commission lawyer and mom to free no. Na omo agent cross sign. Na em say ma many kasano ahun prepare kakra bem and na say your total vote cast. Right?
Yeah.
No include votes are any valid. Just obu on my vote team no team ko ba bia amana ko ka ho na e one total vote cast. It one on any boss wa no em say na family no akasa dodo. Akofa procurement ni nyama nema omo ye ho. Enti wabre enti ehwa no okano and the minister was your attention kakra over time no say obinya experience sa sleep we no maybe but sleep we no nche say ma me no na besesa Ghana for ehyebre if you say Ghana for ehyebre ni say omato aba ama na akufu ado say more than 500,000 votes no won koso ento aso no mu oman nti ma me na no form kakra ne de ne ono na ba be mra besesa impokra no so baby kwa enka enye election petition about a slip of an administrative body there enka a typical judicial review process ujidi say we enka enye election related and now say it doesn't go to the validity of the elections inti mamen na no form ye ono ye administrative body na no afom and na why jumedie bia wa ni ye no sa conduct no we challenge it through judicial review process in this case no and I'm say EC a inferior body niti it's like a high court.
Right.
But no form administrative body be annual form no. Oko challenge it now they go Supreme Court. Then you close it and I say okay no as if it's an election matter. Going to the validity there and an election petition. Oko do on ma for evidence e betimi asesa 500,000 votes no and a fabra. Then you 4,000 votes which is 100 there. You start say 32 polling stations. Almost your evidence, at about 26. ono na isi judge lawyer no ka bo mo hu say the do nyina na 4,000 votes papa ti 4,000 votes no every 510,000 oha nko enum ti 4,000 free what free no and shaking 500,000 votes no kra o na da so gina na so ama e be 6,000 kra sa da so enti we no e dey na wo dey ba be sisa validity of elections a e course wo for mo ono ne omo how a ye twen se ye the credibility no kra ko gu enchen wi a e be mo na sign atimu a kire se you know the wo fie no e be busa no se in fact e se e busa no se da ben e na wo dey be ba a wo se sample na wo dey ba no na ka chen se bi o chen wo dey be ba e se fabra me ehwe ye fa sa yi no nworo na the wo fie ni nyina onko famra na anka se ya ka na kasa bo ahye ne yem bi se o ya na omo kasa no abonte no e tan esesa free court. Yeah.
Okay. Lawyer, the issue of whether petitioner, in this case, former President Mahama, is supposed to testify in court. Is it mandatory? Lawyer, do you say?
There's a decision here. A World Supreme Court, I just said a petitioner and I say plaintiff doesn't necessarily need to testify in his case. Number one. Number two, someone testifier, the bet me and say obet me ama what you call power of attorney. Obet me swear power of attorney. Afa obi say onye o watoni. Nya lawyer kwa obi a emphasis all the 2 me krata ahye nsa say onya dance e kra ma. Onu free ho no mu a se wa anya ni we ni enu nyina wa dance die for a witnesses so ebetimi adi dance ye na we no asem we no ni ka no e kana kakra ye ti e kana ne say ensem bi ho no mu a anansi die for na adom beba no omo ntimi enni ho dance ye e ma ne nyeyie enti na e ma some of the depositions no and averments na na wo asiedu katia witness statement no de twa mu no if you no aka nsem bi mu a odi ho dance a na enye yi on
lawyer but in this case and I'm quoting from the Enra ruling we are of the opinion that paragraph 6 and 7 ought to be struck out as the witness Mr. Johnson Esiedun Ketia cannot testify on the facts in the said paragraphs. It would have been admissible if the petitioner himself is testifying and the statements in the said paragraphs are not within the knowledge of the witness. Lawyer, in this case, sir, petitioner and testify. How do we get to the bottom of this?
You know, we almost file a witness statement. Yes, I can be pet and I'm raising red flag. Say, election petitions, such a crucial issue. Yamfa minua it is said the woko court woko twe manso ewo asase hu court na me ehunu say and then there's a plethora of legal authorities ama ehunu say oba abetwe manso wa asase hu a say evidence no do so pro na ikuraw as the oba na so wa prepare hu say wo do evidence wa we plaintiff no do evidence e ba in this case petitioner no wo do evidence e ba na nyesa o twen say the weakness in defendant na as a respondent in the case no and na wo dey ba build the case sad election petition here and it's akin to what I call land related disputes and litigation chese wa amwa ho amfa the entia chese asase ne your dia anya the one in possession na wo bikra wo asi unu no ono wo upper hand over you
okay
enti omo ba no na omo evidence na kura omo no na enso enti na omo share steps bi am friend say fishing steps and expedition ase say ka afi de enko hu a na yese answer sa interrogatories we mai answer sa questions we mai answer na yetimi kura she case na se no ono na anko ama omo we che say omo ba no they were not fully armed with pink sheets say omo dwo omo nu nyina say your pink sheet che say yenya say impokra no on pink sheet ya ohwe otuku no kasa ye no also monya 6.1 million votes
50.15%. Obshakra Electoral Commission, no, 6.2 million votes. It's which I say, which pink sheet in Cromo, and so. And I know many Amaliba Casa sister station, a friend Joy TV. Or say, what they were even requesting for the originals. We say, duplicate copies, no, is tampered with. I asked the question, tampered with by who? Who agents crown you money? They say what declare say 6.1 million. Electoral Commission Crown has been magnanimous in giving you the right figure. Say 6.2 million.
Yes.
A more. So they said the old crowd can now 6.2 million and Timini President Diano and Siakai is on 6.7 million. What bro so more than 500 million votes. Into way pink sheet ben I also a walk with
okay.
Or sample now they a fact. At 2 anomaho, at the Sanomano, about betcha, and when you force it, we a yanini. Emra, the end as Nafa.
Okay. Lawyer, me that's wait now. Lawyer Faisal, my member. So now me per se share burning tea. The various paragraphs are raising objections.
Yeah, I can remember say me kaka cry on the witness statement John Mama am filing.
Okay.
Say na me senior Kayan. I agree with him. It's going to be fatal to his case.
Oh,
file and one file. Yes. Because as a petitioner, we na original election, and the rules require say one corner and also go back court and yet party. In the past, the party could also come or join in. But you say, who original election, we na also go back court. Now, Ubekaya, per paragraph 2 of the witness statement of Asedu Inketia, last sentence, or say he is in court to support the petitioner. He is in court to support
paragraph 2 or say I'm the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress NDC, the political party on whose ticket the petitioner contested as candidate for the office of president in the presidential election held on 7 December 2020. I testify in support of petitioner's case as contained in his petition.
And he said, oh no, he's just coming to support. So there must be a story or an evidence that was a court. And so no, they need the air back home. Into one of us or
aside petition or the other court.
And also or no petition no evidence. So that obisu our man support. And so the more support eternity. Now say who are the petition about no sana kayano. And your compulsory say petitioner or say who file witness statement is in your compulsory. But maybe from my personal point of view, say obi babe support wa and just on babe ma evidence edamao. He's just supporting you. In Takebe he say wo ma evidence who we are. No wa frɛ omo mienu no I ma support because at least ono ye general secretary of the party say we wo be kan onu nima we bina boa case. Now who case aye case no one court ye ba po a wo de own bakra. Which is very strange. Who are case here there? I would now we petitioner no. Court no ye kokra na simple the one ba. Oba say first two. No I'm just saying.
So you have to be fair to him.
I have to be fair to him. And your complaints also oba. But in here say Ghana for him. So no all the case na banakra no. Ono say why busy why be before. Onya mre mbedi case nichi. One no number 2. Who are we petitioner no? Who testify wo case no mo ye. Into the mobile now they are all coming to support you. Now how do you support a thing which doesn't even exist? Because there must first be a story, then there must be somebody to support it. Now who nyamre mbeka de who as the one who stood the election now who didn't also Ghana for to about emao. Who by now super so obi support but I need the main support. And no enye two no. And one thing I was even here say maybe Saka esi to say the supporters of the NDC for also to me say omakuma omadwin and I say be your own penny for no ebia omo pese omo defe no but no crepa ne so omo nim say nkugo do medi because inra yema as they get ya mass no ono akan ye ni figures ni or see the difference between John Dramani Mahama and Nana Akufo-Addo 506,097 ono ayema no calculator o say mo te obo obo wie no onya difference no 506,097. Now there is a point some of the 100 I think is very important. I'll say me. The 275 summary sheets now that can't witness statement no. Mind you, say on the 9th no, EC chair I can say teaching man South results no and count.
Yes.
So which means on the 9th no the results or the buyer no.
274. Okay.
Tio 274. Now say ene work on website who say 275 for her. How do you pick the two and compare and say there's a difference? How can there be a difference? 274 constituency, any 275 constituency. Is it the same thing? Is this what you take to Supreme Court? As some way in the court, say me declare no what's na akan. Say on the 9th, or the 30,121,111 for total valid vote. And then necessary and on website to. It's because the additional constituency has been added. This is basic.
Okay.
In the other end, who say it's because the chairman's has been added. It didn't know total valid vote no. Ever than 30,218,000.
Okay.
It's simple.
Okay. I'm saying minute lawyer do say by share the objections from raising with the various paragraphs no. Now face my bayan muntem no. Ya jano hona fe me no lawyer. Okay. Okay, now you're not ending. And the lawyer Samba,
it was important. Who are offer? I said, who offer? Ujina box man fe ne nekra no akofom. Ana na we hu. I say you know offer. I said, can I say you offer? The general of all mosquitoes in Ghana. Yeah, you offer. I want to know that is so, my lord. Just in case I'm grant member. Yeah, you offer Kasa. Ghana nyina to be serious like uti bi clear but no do box mo na no ha mo bo sebe ndra na esi ye nde na yesere na eye mobo so e ka ho o ka asem bi na tape mo bo earlier no uti John Dramani Mahama e kan say that's the first principle mo ye on the 8th e won office e wo cantonment o say results of Benya no kire say omo they've won presidential 10 regions bra since out here. But now in the box no utie asiye dun ketia or say in presidential elections you don't win in regions tio or say in presidential elections winning our regions no you win at the national level because the entire country is one constituency instead there now presidential candidates ever catch Ghana for say you have won 10 regions in presidential election. Na so obejina box mu nra o ka kire yen ene say enye nokre na for presidential elections you win the whole country. E kire o say in this one no say ada kontompo binu de outright lies and the different musa different nkofo na me dey bia me ka say NDC for we NDC supporter hwe wo mpanyefo ni yi because omodi wa adwen ene wakoma ene dia.
Okay, further yambra nyamuhu e the various paragraphs are raise objection mamunya that ruling from the Supreme Court. Further
on say paragraph 6 and 7 clearly asema anko say John Dramani Mahama nkasa e also no back court na ono ebeyi ano.
Yes,
yentimi nyo be also supporting no on beyi ano because the person is not the petitioner in the case ntenu no yebogui. Second, the other ones no most of them no na any jinaso e wo petition no mu. Now it's important say we clarify
say jinaso be na say enya wo petition no mu ansana court agiatum
wo yemra no mu no petition and a statement of claim it is say usi adan a foundation who constructive foundation for 3-bedroom untimi ndu be no ka say dey be say wo na 5 who tries over 5-bedroom ho be kire wo. It's possible say one day if from one be boy the whole building will go down. Inti petition no na say skeleton and a witness statement no na evidence no ye nam inti unya dompe na the nam kan no anya full being. Are you following?
Yes.
Inti uba na say in providing a nam no and a witness statement na ye evidence a upese wugina so no untimi mfa nam ba ni dompe ni ho. Are you following? Wuntimi enfa enam we need dompe. I'm just using dompe ne nam analogy for you to understand. When you have dompe ne nam then you get a bean. What I say? So see the petition no as dompe. And a witness no evidence because dompe no allegations. Oh, and I want you say, and I say, and I want you say, no, and the
evidence not about the
it's evidence and that's the meat. And every case a court na and nam no evidence.
Okay.
Into the become one now film says I say don't penny nam. So if the meat is coming and there's no bone, it will just be fluffy. And then they see no. Into most of the issues are ostity over there say no. There was no ground in the petition.
Okay, but that's the lawyer do say Abba. My main general drink niamuhun the various paragraphs are raising objections. Emma munya court no Emma time wachi e maintain be strike be out. Lawyer this say.
Yo, but that's him say maintaining in a
na me bisa the various paragraphs in the witness statement and I'm raising objections wo ho niamuhun e was paragraphs no a enti mugina so e raising objections e was paragraphs no emu lawyer.
Him say ne fapem no na ye miensa. You say, Omo petition no munankasa no. Omo plead a lot of them. Enti sa no ubelidi evidence was so enyi yi. Enti na petition nankasa o de back court no ehia pa so obetimtim ni ye. Ansa na yehunu de court no be pene se fa be ka ho fa dia ayi adanse ewu. And afi so ebi won so kra na de say ye ka say eh scandalous. We understand the word scandalous.
And I tell you, scandalous. Scandalous.
Brofo am say the ku etwi ni mu a na just say we obi na ebegu no fi kwa. Eni fapim bia. Wo twa petition wan twere say Madam J Mensa oye maame first lady Auntie Becky Nebusuani. And to catch us, I cried, and then Obejina Dakamani Busa said, when a Busuanis were any day, when any cousin, and I said, when no fussy, and that's why you knew any baby. So to avoid surprise, you know, your ma Sanya Mano Emcoso, and your ma plead, you are not allowed to lead evidence on it. And to court no was even right. And to cry now, if you know, Justice Mafosau, a cousin be said. You busa asema so media we dey me nyam na me petitioner ko busa petitioner no na just say you right say you twitwa awunsam no kura di efiri hono. So we were actually vindicated in our decision say na correct say edimi and say everybody no man enim say uni personal knowledge was so nti etwa mu no na just say e kwan so a no enti den no ye wie court no say ono de no omo anye ehu asem bia omo nka hu de bia na just omo nim say de no ban na nye. And so, the buy, Nakasaka, respondents, no, die, no man can hear crana, na, they are forcing. And right, we are caught, no, and this lawyer for no, a cousin be a me who dream. My senior lawyer, former colleague, Dr. Ine, say there's nothing that should compel President Mahama
to testify. Yes.
If we say, 2013, no, Akufo-Addo, they didn't testify.
Yes.
Mr. A.B. The floor, and I said, Adia Enye, Ewodye, Binia Penny, Dr. Ina Kayan, on A and Simeon. 2013, the ano say, oh, canopy, about 2021, yeah, I know what to obasi, if you say rules, no, assessor. Number 2, 2013 petition, no. Now there were 3 petitioners and the animal. I'm not the buyer.
Adarama, who about 2 minutes to wrap up into young money tofa. Adarama.
3 petitioners, no. Now, then candidate Akufo-Addo. They say President Akufo-Addo. Then candidate Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. They say Vice President. And the late Jake Obiche-Bilamte as chairman of then chairman of MPP. Eti se petitioners ni emiensa baako etimi speak to the petition ema ne yie enti omu nyina no na fa se omu tintim krata ade abeto enti baako timi kasa ema mienu na aka ni nyina enti na Dr. Baumia akasa ya na je se eti se de Akufo-Addo akasa enti Dr. Baumia didn't need even power of attorney to speak to the petitioner. If he say no, come home as a petitioner, we call the person a co-petitioner. And they say no, petitioner no back up. Only co-petitioners and a co-petitioner be a. And in that case, no, what they compare, not just say when you tomatoes and in your door, in toast in your door now, they use to and you the crop. Back home, we are friends in the back home. And you want to say, and society,
okay. Like this, my men don't suppose ne bra waje any atwetwe nkomo ya da se bebre I mean show ya da se lawyer Opoku Edu say a member of the legal team for the second respondent and I mean na atwetwe nkomo like Faisal yes time minute you want tougher your final way on the objections nafi
okay on the objections so na maka first one 6 and 7 need not clearly nema John Mahamangasa na say Otumbe catch record. Second one also is that now there was no foundation in the petition into ye bogui. There is a third one, scandalous. Because on can say PR you cannot use the court because mind you, me maka that I say case Osha 85% politics and I end his for you and 15% law no more. In it now ubisa sabi info ha. Say interabano some kan o say an sananesa
yeah
o some kan obusan say okay omo kan no pra no omo candidate John Dramani mama e yo former flag bearer ahin no nya e oktumi kan abibisa bra kan winti because Adom ye no propaganda bi no mo ye na emo pa say anope obehye kasa na ase no ono was talking about language na won because no kan asem no we could read Facebook comments and Ghanaians were scandalized. Say Sami Jemfi, ene ono ka kire a lawyer for paying for seniors at the bar. Say omo kasa no, omo show omo kasa. Sami Jemfi, Albert na ha mekai not na ha. Say ya eno bo tape, eno de wagadre FH. Nra na say ya mo state TV grab ba, be apologize here. Into ono pono enye language enyo. Ono atro kra no oye more like an expert ewo mu. Eninti mumu station po eba out ebe apologize here. Into case no there, me da maka we NDC ni ana Ghana fo nyina ana hwe for mo hwe nyina ani nim say NDC for no they don't have a case and they are only in court for political and propaganda purposes asamasa asem ni nyina no enye so mo because ase de geta kan ye and am lawyer so no so ono so kan ye say they are challenging the conduct of the first respondent say no there anka any supreme court no so oba it means you are not challenging the validity of the election anka you shouldn't be worrying all of us Afisika yes say emna yes say you can nyina ehunhia we don't know high court
lawyer
say who prefer Africa na ntimi trauma so Africa ni no waje na otomasa
lawyer yami aduma next week mate e be say aduma ba na video ada no monko court na na ebisi bia no na wotwi yemfa meta so e wa ha lawyer Faisal Ibrahim Sise mrani mu ni na obeka ho studio ha so na lawyer Opoku Edu say so no zoom ni so before that lawyer Sami Jemfi yane no etwetwe nkomo ma yemfansi adam fa seda ema mi production team solid Robert Kofi Ampedu Joshua Tigo AC Ohene Eda no Priscilla Nana Kwame me camera guys me sound obia na fi me ka o se covid area no e wo ho abusua yemmo ye ho ban mask no hye yentete yentem na fi sawohoro no yenkoso area no e kosoro stay safe me the chief Jerry Force and my referee the price for greatness is responsibility na me adoma na what is say ne e be sen share